Welcome to Totally Dolls. This is the cozy space where we talk about dolls, memories, and the little joys of collecting. If you're new here, welcome to the Dollhouse. I hope you'll make yourself at home. Before we dive in, make sure to grab a snack, pour a drink, and make yourself comfy. Because today, I want to take you into one of the greatest fantasies of my doll collecting heart thrifting American Girl dolls. Now, if you live in the United States, the very phrase thrifting American Girl dolls might not sound particularly mythical. After all, there are countless YouTube videos of lucky collectors pulling pristine Addy dolls out of Goodwill bins, finding a kit at yard sales, or unearthing a perfect Felicity in the back of a dusty Salvation Army shelf. It almost seems ordinary, commonplace, like stumbling upon buried treasure every other week. But here in the Philippines, oh my, the reality is heartbreakingly different. You see, where I live, the chances of finding an American Girl doll at a second-hand shop are almost non-existent. We do have thrift stores here. We call them ukay-ukay. These are wonderful places filled with racks of pre-loved clothes, bins of shoes, and occasionally mysterious, glitter-covered handbags from 2002. If you're lucky, you might find a vintage jacket or the perfect pair of jeans. But an American Girl doll? Practically impossible. It's not that dolls don't make their way here. They do, but usually through very specific routes. Balikbayan boxes from relatives abroad, or through local collectors who decide to sell. And when they do appear, they're almost always posted online by toy resellers or collectors who know exactly how rare they are, which means prices skyrocket. And when I say skyrocket, I mean it. Imagine a doll who's clearly lived a rough life. Her hair's a bird's nest, her limbs are loose, her clothes mismatched, and yet her price tag? Thousands of pesos. Maybe more. For context, that's enough to pay bills, buy groceries, and still treat the family to Jollibee spaghetti with chicken joy on the side. And there I am, squinting at my screen, debating whether I can justify the price for a doll whose wig looks like it went through a typhoon. Now, I don't blame sellers entirely. A hustle is a hustle, and I respect that. But as a collector on the buying end, the frustration is real. Which brings me to my fantasy life. The version of me who lives in the US and spends weekends hunting thrift shops like a friendly ghost armed with dull brushes and carrying totes. If I were there, I would scour every single thrift store within a 20-mile radius. I would memorize Goodwill donation schedules. I'd walk into a Salvation Army store with the kind of determination athletes take for marathons. I happily rummage through bins of half-bald Barbies, cheap porcelain figurines, and headless teddy bears. Because maybe, just maybe, beneath all that chaos lies a forgotten American Girl doll. In my dream life, I'd find a truly me number 11 at a flea market. Her hair is messy, but her spirit intact. I'd stumble upon a white-bodied Molly at a yard sale, tossed carelessly in a box of updated DVDs. I've even imagined myself rescuing Sonali from a trip bin, brushing up layers of dust like I just uncovered an ancient relic. And if I'm being honest, yes, I'd dumpster dive if it came to that. Don't judge me. For the chance to rescue an aged doll tossed aside by someone who didn't know her worth, I would arm myself with gloves, a flashlight, and a steely resolve of a true collector. Of course, reality here in the Philippines is far less glamorous. And yet, I had my share of almost finds, the kind that raise your hopes sky high, only to drop them in an instant. Like the time I spotted what looked like an American Girl doll's head peeking out of a thrift shelf. My heart stopped. My palms sweat. I rushed forward, pushing aside handbags and coats, only to find that it was an our generation. Her eyes was painted on crooked, her limbs bent in directions not approved by human anatomy, and her wig smelled faintly of vinegar. Did I buy her? Yes. Do I regret it? Also yes. Or the time I convinced myself that a Bratz Kids doll was basically the same thing. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Her head was huge, her body was tiny, and trying to dress her in an agey clothes was a comedy sketch in itself. And then there was this infamous ceramic Josefina incident. I spotted her from across the store. The braids, the sweet face, the traditional outfit. My knees went weak. My breath caught. I rushed over, hands outstretched, only to discover she wasn't a doll at all, but a solid ceramic figurine. My disappointment was so loud, it was probably echoed through the shop. But here's the thing, even though my trip adventures rarely, okay, never, yield American Girl dolls, I still love the idea of the hunt. Because thrifting isn't just about what you find, it's about what you might find. It's about walking into a store with the tiniest flicker of hope that today will be the day. Collectors live for these stories, for the moment you unearth a treasure where no one else thought to look, for the thrill of brushing the dust off a doll's face and realizing you've just rescued a piece of history. And though I may not get to experience that here in the Philippines, I still dream. I still imagine myself stepping into a shop one day and spotting her. Maybe a brand new, truly me doll. Maybe a white bodied Samantha. Maybe even a girl of the year long forgotten. And in that moment, the years of disappointment would be worth it. Ultimately, thrifting for American Girl dolls is about more than just dolls. It's about stories. The stories of the people who donated them, the collectors who rediscover them, and the new memories we create once they're in our care. Every doll that changes hands carries history, sometimes tragic, sometimes joyful, but always worth telling. Even if my story here in the Philippines is one of scarcity and longing, it's still mine, and it's still part of my collector's journey. So, to my fellow doll lovers out there, if you've ever thrifted an American Girl doll, if you pulled her from a bin, rescued her from a flea market, or stumbled upon her at a garage sale, I want to hear your story. Share it so I can live vicariously through your magical finds. And if you're like me, dreaming, wishing, scrolling to overpriced listings online, know that you're not alone. Sometimes, the joy is not just in finding, but in the endless possibility that someday you will. Thrifting American Girl dolls in the Philippines is, for now, more of a dream than a reality. But it's a dream that keeps the collector's spirit alive. It's what makes me scroll, search, and hope. It's what fuels my imagination when I picture stumbling upon the perfect doll in the most unexpected place. So here's to the thrill of the hunt, the beauty of possibility, and the whimsical hope that one day, even here in the Philippines, I'd stumble upon an American Girl doll waiting to be loved again. Until then, I'll keep dreaming and keep collecting one story at a time.